Welcome to Project Die Hard Mission Monday Update. My name is Sue Roskoff. You know, we are here every Monday night at 6:30 p.m. Central to find out all the latest and greatest that's going on with Project Die Hard. We are here once a week because there's a lot going on, and we want to keep everybody informed as to all of those updates. And who better than our president and founder, Brian Gibson, to come on in and share the news with us. So, Brian, come on in. How are you tonight?
Oh, hanging in there. Mission Monday. It was family mission all day until about 4:30. And then I got to the house and I was like, uh-oh, I got to do a PowerPoint.
And you did.
Yeah, but, you know, God, family mission, right?
Gotta take care of those that need you.
Got to take care of those that take care of me. That's the key. So remember, folks, like, follow, share, because that's how we grow. Oh, I guess I gotta push these buttons, don't I?
Turning you into a button pushing freak yet here.
You're not. No. It's
Getting good at it, you know.
I'm getting better. I'll never be good as you guys are. That's why I have you on my team. See, folks? I know my limitations, and they're doing their best. Why don't you step up and do something?
Room for everyone.
Always. There's no such thing as a bad idea. But wait, I take that back. There are some unique ideas that do not fit into this mission. How's that?
Fair.
Fair. Okay. All right, guys. It's Monday. We have until the 26th, which is Saturday, right, Sue?
Saturday.
Saturday is the final registration for participants of the 8th annual Fill the Can Challenge. Look, folks, yeah, we put a goal out there, $122,000. This is our annual thing. That's what we need to raise. That's utilities, repairs, construction. It all takes funding. 20 acres, 10,000 square foot building. We don't have much, but we share the blessings that we receive with those who help us. Push button. All right. The kickoff event is May 3rd, 2025 at BFW Post 1191 in Paducah, Kentucky. Yeah. Why in Paducah? Because this is where the majority of our participants are, and they volunteered to help the mission. But we need more participants. Sports Clips here in Paducah has won that trophy now 2 years in a row. I'm just going to put it out there. We're going to start sharing them out, but we don't have anybody from Illinois entered, and that's where our first property is. Come on, guys. Remember, we will have our virtual can out starting on Memorial Day. Some of our ministry partners will have their cans out. And we have some people making their own cans. They're not in the competition, but those funds are going into the general fund, like Paducah Bank. When you walk in and say, I want to fill the can, They know what to do. All those funds will be split up between all the official participants to add to their total to kind of help them. All you got to do is email fillthecan@projectdiehard.org for the rules and how to enter. It's just that simple. Wait, Sue, didn't we go through that last weekend?
We did.
Oh, yeah. Go back, see our last week episode, and Sue will talk you all the way through it.
Did that demo online. So if you want to know what buttons to push, talking about button pushing freaks, we did that as a demo. So yeah, look us up from last week and you'll see exactly how to do it.
All right. Fill the Can takes us to Operation Wisdom. Once again, folks, you want to tell me something. You want to tell me how to run this operation. Okay. I'll listen. Sue can attest. I listen to everything. But if you want to have input, you need to travel to Paducah, Kentucky on May 31st from 9 a.m. to 1600. That's 9 to 4. Yeah. Make the trip. Remember, only the best will do for the heroes that we serve. We are working on a reception dinner for our community support members who have agreed to become and set up tables because, see, we're doing a veteran resource fair the same day. That's one thing I push is every event we do, we have to bring hope to heroes. After that, it goes to June 7th. Open house, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. at Forward Operating Base Rush, 189 Haven of Love Drive, Makanda, Illinois. Come and see what we are doing. That's all I ever ask. Come and see. But during our open house, where's my button? Here it is. Operation Exposure. From 1 until 3 on June 7th. Project Die Hard is being featured through all of North America. We have 2 hours. We're still planning out the details, but I'm going to tell you, you better be tuning in on that day. If you can't make the trip, we're going to be giving tours. We don't know exactly how we're doing it yet, but we'll get it done. That's the memo that I sent out to the team. Freeze this, read it. You have questions, reach out to Susan or Kurt. They've taken on the responsibility of that. And they're doing a great job. And then all the way in November, Operation Spotlight, Maiden Alley Cinema, and Project Die Hard are bringing the first veteran film festival to Paducah, Kentucky. We are still seeking artists and filmmakers, veteran artists and filmmakers. The artists get to hang their art on those walls for 30 days to have people bid on it. The veteran gets all the proceeds off that. If they want to give to Project Die Hard, I'm not going to say no. And remember, check your vet. I can't stress it enough, folks. The rules again: God will never leave the mission. Don't ask. The suffering of veterans will not be used for profit, and no drugs or alcohol are allowed in the mission. No leader has or ever will receive a salary. We have been completely financial transparent since day one. Anybody at any time can request our records. When you give to our mission, you're giving hope to heroes in saving veterans' lives. You're not paying for flub and duff. What the hell? Where am I?
Good question. Let's figure. We are in the background. Hey. Interesting.
All right. Susan.
Yeah, that here we go. Boom.
Okay. Pink. Okay.
Now we're back.
We're back. See, folks, we do this live.
You get us as we are.
There is no fluff here. You don't see any editing. I don't know what else to say.
Project Die Hard is the real deal, and so is this. you get us
Speaking
live.
of that, we had a meeting earlier today, didn't we?
We sure did.
I want you to introduce our newest team member.
That would be my pleasure. And we're also lucky enough to have him joining us here tonight. So, Michael, I'm going to go ahead and bring you on in here. Michael Hummel is the newest member of our team here, and he and I are actually going to meet right after this to get to chat a bit more ourselves because he's had lots of time with Kurt so far. He is joining the team here out of Las Vegas, and we are spreading ourselves far and wide. Michael, I'm so glad you're here to join us. Why don't you come on in and tell us a bit about yourself?
Thank you. I'm from New York. I've been in Las Vegas for about 22 years. I have a birth defect called spina bifida. When my mission in life is to end the judgment and assumptions surrounding disabilities, and help people with disabilities be seen and heard, and felt and understood by people without disabilities in a different way. And that's what I do. And my mission is called Wheels and Warriors. And I try to help people with disabilities by that way.
Excellent. And from what I understand, you got some experience too with podcasting. You want to tell us a bit about that?
Yeah, I have a podcast called the Disability Initiative. It might possibly be changed the name soon, just because trademark stuff, and I'm trying to work that out. And I'm a writer, freelance writer, a podcaster, and a speaker.
Excellent. So we are lucky to have you joining us here. I love it.
Thank you.
So, what was it that you saw with Project Die Hard here that caught your attention?
Well, I've been talking to Kurt for about a month, and I started with him talking about the Disability Channel, and the Project Die Hard caught my attention because my father is a veteran, so I wanted to get more involved and help as much as I could.
Excellent. And so I'm hopeful that you'll be become a solid piece here with us with the podcast we're doing, and maybe I can learn a few things from you along the way here. That would be
Yeah.
amazing. Glad to have your expertise in the house here.
Well, I
Absolutely.
got a question. You talked with Kurt.
Yeah.
I'm sure you dug into our mission. What impressed you about our mission?
Just simply the idea of trying to help veterans is what got my attention, just because in many ways people like veterans are looked down upon, and they're like not looked at as heroes as they should be. So that is what I want to change.
Look, brother, yeah, I've been trying that since 2018. Excuse me. But yeah, but yeah, folks, look, he understands rule number 2. We will never use the suffering of veterans for profit. Sue, what's your input on rule number 2? Why won't I let that happen?
We are not focused on the suffering. We're focused on improvement, on helping. Why am I going to focus on the suffering and put that out there as something for people to look at? That's not, it's not a showpiece. It's not something to get sympathy. We are here to help.
Michael, your input on that?
I agree. We should be trying to improve upon the situation and the circumstances rather than like profit on anything, any kind of suffering or inconvenience or a bad situation. We shouldn't be profiting on any of that. We should just be putting the person and the person first. What's the most
I
important
love
thing.
it. The person first. I love that. Okay. I love that because the veteran always comes first in this organization.
Yeah, I
Okay.
agree.
If a veteran comes to us and says, I think underwater basket weaving will help me sleep better at night. Okay. I go to my team and say, how do we do this safely? There you go. Pretty simple, right?
Yeah.
There's no such thing as a recognized therapy. There isn't. Everybody's different.
Hmm.
What gives me purpose may not give my brother or sister purpose.
We're water skiers. We use that as very much as a therapeutic piece in our life. It's not just enjoyment. It's like everything else disappears for a while, and we know others that's a same kind of an experience. So adaptive skiing and having that opportunity for me is a real game changer. But that doesn't mean that's the right answer for you. So same kind of thing. Everybody's different. What makes you tick is different, and meeting people where they are is the way to make a difference, the way to help the most.
Oh, you mean our fellowship breakfast?
Ooh, yes.
That'll be the first Wednesday of the month. So that will be the 7th. I'm doing my best to get there on this one. I've got some local volunteers because wife has another doctor's appointment on that day. So we're trying to figure out calendars, and she keeps saying, oh, it's okay. I'm like, no, this is carpal tunnel surgery. It's a surgery. I'm going to be with you.
Yeah.
That's just how it rolls.
No, I get that.
And that's why there's a team. And that's why we need a bigger team, because there's lots of things that can and need to happen and be done. And all, that the more hands available, the lighter the work for everybody, and the more and the faster it can happen.
Yeah. I mean, look, guys. Sue stepped up. Michael stepped up. Kurt will be joining us soon. Yeah, I'll deal with you another day. I'm telling you, brother, this is my life. This is my life.
Good.
It's hey, guys, how many times do I gotta say this? If you have a question for this mission, email my voice at projectdiehard.org. That's for your question. If you have an idea to improve the mission, my voice at projectdiehard.org. If you have a veteran issue that you need to be on this podcast to shout out, Monday at projectdiehard.org. But here's my rule to that. And my team that runs it understands this. If you have a veteran issue, we want to hear from you. Because if you think it's important for veterans, probably we will think that too. But if you send a issue, you have to send the fix with it. Sorry, guys. That's my standard. Because you just can't sit there and gripe about a problem and not have a fix.
And that's what Project Die Hard is. It's a solution to a problem. It meets people where they are, and in the higher, if you step back and look at what we're doing, we're trying to fix a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. That was last Monday when I went on my little rant, right? Oh no, Michael, last Monday. Yeah, it was Monday, wasn't it? The veteran in San Antonio, Texas, went up to the local VA hospital and ended himself. Yeah.
Wow.
Everybody goes, why would he do that? I don't know why. I don't care why. One is too many.
One is too many.
Yeah,
So that was
the why is immaterial.
Right.
Yeah, the why is immaterial.
So the phone call you received, you actually found out where he was from.
Yeah.
Wow.
San Antonio. Want to know how I found that out?
Did they find your number on his phone?
Yes and no.
Yes, no. Okay.
Person that knew him knew he called and sent me that story that made the news.
Gotcha. Well, actually, I bet Michael hasn't heard the story of what happened. You want to just share a little more?
Of what?
That you got a phone call.
Oh. I get a phone call.
Mm-hmm.
It's a male veteran. This is all I know. Says wireless caller, no caller ID, no nothing, right? I'm going to end it. And then I hear a loud gunshot.
Wow.
That was it. That's all I heard.
So
That would definitely be hard for me to begin with.
Susan, how many times have you guys asked me to forward that number? And what? No, right?
exactly. Yeah. So Brian
That's
was the recipient of those hard phone calls. That I mean, luckily that's the only one that's happened like that. Typically,
Mhm.
people call and are looking to talk.
yeah. They call, they're looking for housing, and I got to break their hearts. They call looking for this. I put them in touch with resource partners. But my team does all they can do. That's not their job.
Mhm.
That's not your job.
It does reflect very, very loudly, though, why we're here doing what we're doing.
Oh, yeah.
That's there's a reason this exists. There's a reason we're here. The statistic that the government goes off of 22 a day is pales in comparison to the actual number that is the reality of how many veterans we're losing daily, and we need to make a difference in that. That is so not acceptable. Like you said earlier, one is too many. So
We need to make a real difference.
Mhm. Yeah.
This is why we give them a year at our facility. We make sure they are ready to step back into the world with all the tools and all the support they're going to need, because they're going to be the ones that are going to save the next one.
So we've got
Randy Larson, yes, brother. Thank you. God bless. Yeller Dog Racing. I'm sorry if I butchered that, brother. They shared out our post about Fill the Can. Thank you. God bless. See, folks, that's what he could do, and it's helping. Yeah, Randy, brother, I have noticed that people forget what the veterans have seen and did. Yeah. I was a combat medic for 26 years. You want to guess what I've seen?
cannot imagine. And I was an EMT for 10 years, and what you've seen is like
Yeah, we were at the hospital.
it's all good. There's my phrase. Thank you, Randy. Yeah.
We were at the hospital, and medics, we talk amongst ourselves, and she was getting some labs done, and I was talking to some of the ambulance drivers. How's everything going? You guys holding up? Doing my shtick. And we got to talking, and they started telling me their war stories of Paducah, Kentucky. I went, dudes, I love you. You do great work. But let's never sit down and try to compare apples to apples.
It's not the same.
I don't No, I have never heard of history in Paducah, Kentucky of a 1,000-pound IED going off next to a school. I just never heard it. I've seen it. Yeah, that's one of my triggers. Babies crying. Wonder why.
Whew.
I wonder why.
Yeah. I always think that people don't know what another person has been through, what their walk is, where they've been, what they've seen. That something like that happens to be a trigger for you. Nobody would know that without knowing that. And we don't
Without
know.
knowing me.
Yeah. Nobody would know what the trigger is for the next person that's sitting next to you. We all have different things in our lives.
Yeah.
And we need to be able to recognize that that's a real thing. It's not a thing to judge. It's a thing to help and to understand and to work with and whatever a person needs. I mean, we're all different. We all need different things. And
Yeah.
that's okay.
Look, guys, I understand that's my trigger. More than once.
And he said he was a firefighter EMT for 20 plus years. PTSD sucks. Wish my mind would forget what my eyes have seen. And oh yeah,
Brother,
you can't unsee things, right?
You can't unsee it, but you can cope with it. Okay. There's techniques, there's grounding, there's a whole bunch of things.
Mm-hmm.
Randy is a firefighter. I need to hook him up with a contact of ours who supports firefighters. Wow, amazing thing, right? That's what they do. And that's all they do, firefighters. I'm like, why do you only do firefighters? Because we were firefighters and we know what they need to know. Oh. Kind of hard. We only deal with veterans because veteran, medic, I know how to take care of my people.
That's where we make a good team.
It's not rocket science, right?
Right.
For me, being disabled, the word normal is my trigger. Because I've had doctors like compare me to like, oh, you're normal. You're like normal people. And so that like puts me somewhere else. And I can definitely tell what that does to me and how that changes me and what I think about because of that word, you know.
Oh, I understand that. But I go back to Dr. Sigmund Freud on that one. Your normality may be my insanity. So,
Like that.
what is insane and what is normal?
Mm-hmm.
That's where we are all built differently. And that's
Yeah.
a good thing.
Yeah, what's normal for me?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, it put most people in the corner sucking their thumb and crying. I got 10 pounds of titanium holding my spine together.
Ouch.
I've been blown up 3-4 times. I had to live in constant pain. Let's talk about the mental anguish. I'm grateful to be here because God saved my life. I'm not going to play no bones about it. When I had the 45 in my mouth, He saved my life.
There is a reason you are here.
That's for everybody out
For
there.
everybody.
Yeah.
God's
There's a
not done with you yet.
reason.
And that's everyone.
There's a reason why you're watching this podcast right now.
Yep.
I don't know what it is, but there's a reason you're doing it.
Yeah.
Well, if you're watching this right now, you know we do it every Monday, right? So tune in next week. Oh, look, I just gave you purpose to live another day.
Share it out. Listen in. Keep up with what's happening. If you really want to take that next step, reach out. Let's see, my name is right here. So Susan at projectdiehard.org. If you want to be on here, come on and join us. We could, oh man, we could use your help.
If our brother from the racing team is still out there, yeah, reach out to Susan. Get booked on my show, brother. Get booked on my show because you have a story that can resonate with my brothers and sisters. I'm not going to phantom understanding what you've gone through as a firefighter. I've never run into a burning building. Never had the itch to. But in the same retrospect, you never ran into a firefight, right? We all do. We all play our part. I'm not bashing anybody. Firefighting wasn't in my genes and just didn't work. Okay, just wasn't. But I know a lot of my brothers and sisters go into firefighting.
Mhm.
So a firefighter giving their perspective would help.
Ooh, and we have another friend joining us. I would love to bring her in and get a chance to say hello too. Awesome. So Angeline Gray is, I'm going to bring you right on in. How are you doing tonight, Angeline?
I'm good. Hey,
Welcome,
Brian, how
welcome.
are you?
Oh, hanging in there, sister, hanging in there. I cannot wait for June 7th. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. We're going to give you some time to prepare some food.
Yes, sir.
All right. Love it.
I'll be doing a dish, but first I'll be doing a presentation in introducing myself as a member of Die Hard first.
Yep.
I'll be doing a little presentation on that before any cooking starts, and then you guys are going to take me off camera and then come back to me
Okay. Sounds great.
for the cooking. Yes.
Sounds good.
Sounds excellent.
I already have
Again-
my presentation ready.
Again, that's a Susan and Kurt thing.
Yes.
And now Michael. Yeah, that's look, guys. I just can't wait to see her cooking. That's just me. I just can't wait to see you cooking.
Because for this,
What would- Kurt, what would you like to see me cook? Let me see if I can pull it off.
Me?
Yeah, Brian, what would you like to see? Is there anything dish that you like?
What I would love to see it. I spent years in Germany, right?
Right,
I'm a real sucker for German food, but
right.
what I want takes 3 days to prepare.
Uh-oh, what is that?
Sauerbraten mit Kartoffeln.
I've never heard of it. What is it entitles?
It entitles beef, potato balls. It's just the marinating and the preparation of the beef takes 3 days.
Tell you what, I'm gonna be cooking not that because I've never
Yeah,
heard of that, but I'm gonna cook something similar. Let's cook some pepper steak.
there you go.
Ooh.
There you go. I love that. A good pepper steak.
Pepper steak, yeah.
Yeah. See, folks, she's advising us on our kitchens. She's going to be the one doing the final interviews for our food service people at our facilities. Why? She's earned my trust. She's in the food service industry. She knows the questions to ask.
I do.
She's going to be the one to say, yeah, Brian, I think we need to hire this person.
Mm-hmm.
See how that works, folks?
Mm-hmm.
She's bringing what she knows and what she can do to the mission. Michael's bringing what he knows and what he can do to the mission. What are you going to bring to the mission? Susan, why am I doing your job?
Because you're so good at it.
It's funny. I'm mostly German, and I've never heard of that food.
Really?
Ooh.
Yeah.
You've never heard of Sauerbraten?
No,
Schnitzel?
no. Schnitzel I've heard of.
Oh yeah.
I've heard of that. That I heard of. Schnitzel, I heard of that. Yeah.
Schnitzel I've heard of.
Schnitzel's an easy thing, man. That's just like a fried pork chop, man. That's all that is.
Mm-hmm.
So good.
You take a pork chop, beat it really thin, bread it, and fry it.
Tell you what, we don't have pork. We don't do pork like that in Jamaica, and I don't eat pork, so I wouldn't do pork. But
Yeah.
what I can do is a similar something to that as well, where you fry the beef, the part with the bone in the middle, right, like that on both sides, like sear it off, and then you put a pickle thing on top.
Okay. See?
You know what that is?
Well-
Like a pickle, like onions, carrots, and sweet peppers and stuff like that. You pickle it in vinegar and stuff like that.
Yeah. Chicken fried steak.
Something like that, yeah.
That's schnitzel, but with beef.
Ah, see?
I've been around the world 3.5 times.
Lots of similarities.
I've eaten food from all around the world.
Mm-hmm. Do you ever have Jamaican food?
Yes.
Oh,
Sister, I served with some boys from the island.
oh,
Wow.
I didn't know that.
Jamaican people do join the United States Army because
Yes, they do. Yes, they
they
do.
are a territory of the United States.
Yes, they do.
Okay,
they join
as
the army.
Joe Schmo civilian here, that's one of those things I never thought about that until you just said that. It's like, okay, that makes sense, but I had no reason to have thought of that. So that's I learned something.
I know somebody. I know someone right now. He's about 20, probably about 22 years old. He's in the army right now. His parents are Jamaican. He was born in Jamaica, and he lives here in the U.S.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, island boys. I love them.
Mm-hmm.
Their wives, especially, because they can cook.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't remember the name of it. It was a rice dish.
Rice and peas.
Something more than that. I don't know what it had. Rice, vegetables in it, some beef strips, and it was
It's like a beef stir fry. So it's like
yeah,
a beef stir fry,
but
Jamaican style.
Jamaican style.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was But now also this, a lot of my brothers married Korean women, right?
Mm-hmm.
Kimchi.
Mm-hmm.
What is kimchi?
It's vegetables, meat, all pickled, cabbage, all put into a jar, sealed up, buried in the ground for 6 months.
Mm-hmm. And then you eat it. Yeah.
Yeah. That's kimchi.
Okay.
Now you have summer kimchi and winter kimchi. Winter kimchi, when you eat that, you're going to know it. because it's hot. But they make it hot because the Korean winters are so cold.
Mm-hmm.
They make it spicy hot so it warms your innards. Summer kimchi, not a big fan of. It's just like sauerkraut. Yeah.
Mhm.
I've never had it, but
Again, I've sat in a Bedouin tent in the middle of the Saudi Arabian desert and had tea.
Wow.
What?
That's one of those things that's like, that's really awesome. I've never done that. That's just it just sounds exotic and
Mhm.
like you did
Oh,
what?
it
That's
can be
amazing.
good or it can be good or bad. It just is
Exactly.
an interesting experience.
Yeah.
Bedouins travel all around the region of Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, Iraq,
Excuse me,
Iran.
guys. I'll be right back.
Okay. They're Bedouins. They don't believe borders. They just go, right?
Hmm.
Well, we had a small little incident with a herd of sheep that we had to go and talk about. And I learned something about the Bedouins that if they invite you into their tent, they give you tea and food and cool.
Traditions everywhere, things that you don't know until you have the chance to experience. That's it's pretty amazing. And like you said, you've been around the world, you've seen things, great things, not so great. I mean, it goes to everybody's life. We've all walked a
Again,
different life, and it's kind of fun. The more you can pick somebody's brain and find out these stories, it's pretty amazing where you've all been.
no, I just happened to be there because we were defending Saudi Arabia from this guy from Saddam, and he invaded Kuwait. Just
Hmm.
oh wait, that's the first time I ever lost a patient. See,
Hmm.
it all balances out. Really cool having tea with the Bedouin prince.
Yeah.
Amazing. Well, and you want to bring back around, we were talking just a little bit about June 7th. That reminder again that we have that telethon coming up that is all benefiting our veterans. I know we're talking a bit about with Angeline's going to be on there. Brian, you're going to be on there. Michael, I'm assuming somewhere in the process here we'll have you on. Oh, wait. Actually,
I'm
you'll
gonna
be
be out.
involved,
I'm
but
I'm gonna be out of town for the 6th, 7th, and 8th, but I will try to make it in there somewhere.
we'll work something out for ahead of time because we've got a whole schedule of that I'm working on putting together here with what's going to happen at what time because we got 2 solid hours that we'll be filling with amazing people. I'm hoping to get some of our musician friends that have been on here to participate in some fashion on this, and Angeline with her amazing cooking
Cooking.
talents joining us. I know you said Brian, you're going to be at Fob Rush, and there's going to be hopefully a bunch of people there with you. We'll be able to share the facility, share the grounds, share what's all happening.
Again, that's going to be the cat's meow on that day.
It sure is.
Well, you might as well bring him in and let him talk about it.
All right. He's in the background, but not for long. He's coming on in. There he is, sir. Kurt, how you doing?
Doing good, doing good. I like all the talk about the telethon. Yeah, it's very exciting. We had different side conversations going on throughout the day about it. We got plans for another meeting on Thursday. So yeah, our collaborative group is deep into it. Everybody putting their energies into making it a top-notch, showcase for how our country and beyond wants to support our vets. And I say beyond our country here in the USA, because our partner Jay Stoyan bringing in his package from Canada. So we got a Can-Am dynamic here, and who knows where else. I was talking to a gentleman out of Mexico, and so who knows where we're going to get support coming out of the woodwork all around the world for this.
Again, folks, the Disability Channel, Jay Stowe, their programs are coming to our facilities. They are an official resource partner of ours. Why am I dealing with a Canadian company? Because their success rate with their programs, I only take the best. Sorry for interruption, but
Oh, that's perfect because they are doing amazing things. And for that telethon, they will be basically the focus point for the first 2 hours. So from our time, from Central Time Zone here, from 11 a.m. until 1 p.m., it will be based out of what the activities are in Canada. From 1 to 3 p.m., it's us here doing our thing and all the things about Project Die Hard and our connections through here. Then from 3 until 5, the telethon switches over to the locations in Arizona. And then for the final 2 hours, it goes to Los Angeles. So we are going across the country here and making some big things happen. 8 hours straight of amazing.
All about veterans.
All
I love it.
It's going to be amazing. And here I see Angelina's joining us again. I'm going to bring her on in to be in our conversation as well. But yes,
Yeah.
we've got lots of lots of things happening and very quickly going to have this all put together. So for those of you who are supporters already and know what we're talking about and have shared with us, had been on here before, reach out. Let me know if you would like to be part of this telethon. That's definitely possible, but only if you get on it right now. Talk to me.
Hold on. Roll back.
Okay.
If you have effectively helped Project Die Hard,
Yes.
i.e. Debbie Hayes,
She's on my list.
she is good to go. We already got into it. She's good to go. Right? Guys, we help those who help us. We have an opportunity for those people that help our mission to be featured through the whole North American continent. Am I right on that, Kurt?
Wait, say that again. They get featured with the North American continent. What is this?
Yeah,
With the telethon.
with the telephone.
Oh, as far as the telethon. Oh yeah, I mean the reaches of this telethon is a global reach. There'll be people in Australia and Asia and Europe. We'll get viewers from other places around the world for sure. Yeah, we got people who can reach millions of people. So yeah, we got to reach with this telethon. Come on in.
Okay, come on in, join the team.
Yeah.
Kurt and Sue are leading this. But if you're going to be on Project Die Hard's 2 hours, there's a little bit more involved. And they know it.
So yeah, Brian and I will be having another chat tomorrow night to make sure my list and his list agree, so we can get everybody lined up.
Again, folks, I protect the integrity of this mission.
Yes, final say.
If you're not selected, that means you've done something that rubbed people the wrong way within my organization. Not me. I probably don't. If you're helping, you're helping. If you're not, you're not. That doesn't. But I have a team here. And when you upset one of them, I do hear about it.
Yeah, but be careful with
Well, lucky for us, we didn't have too hard of a time coming up with a massive list. And there's no way I can get all of these on the initial list we had. There's no way we can fit that all into 2 hours. So we will have to get this all worked out, and maybe we can
Well,
get
especially since
video.
we're going to be doing a good portion from Fob Rush. You know, that's going to be the focus of our involvement in this telethon, folks, is to spread our mission, but also to get Fob Rush completed.
100%.
Okay, that's where our Fill the Can challenge. Our goal for 2025 is $122,000. We can do that.
We're going to surpass that.
I'm pretty sure we will.
Mm-hmm.
So as people are listening, that reminder, send an email to fillthecan@projectdiehard.org so you can get signed up and get that virtual can in place like this week. Send that email now. We need that happening so we can get all of our ducks in a row and be ready to go. So fillthecan@projectdiehard.org. Anyone can do that. If you're hearing this, that means you. So
we have
get that done.
personal cans available. Personal virtual cans. These cans are what an individual can set up for Fill the Can. Those funds go into the general fund that Paducah Bank is holding. That will get divided between all the participants. That's the personal cans. If you're a business that wants to enter, i.e., you want to win the trophy and display it for a year, fill the can at projectdiehard.org. This is the 8th annual event, folks.
To make it the biggest by far. So, and with that, you know what? We are coming up on the end here. I know we need to follow our tradition. So I want to give us enough time here. We always end our shows with sharing a word of hope for our veterans. So, Brian, I'm going to start with you. I'll make sure that you had finished your thought there with what you had talking about with Fill the Can. But if you want to kick us off with sharing that message of hope for our veterans.
All right, guys, brothers and sisters, we made it another week, right? You're here watching this podcast. You made it. Congratulations. Now, tighten the bootlaces and come back here next week because we got bigger and better things to talk about than reporting your name and a statistic. Don't give up. That's all I got to say.
Excellent. Kurt, I'm going to send it your way next. A word of hope for our veterans.
The best is yet to come. There are a lot of exciting things that we have to bring forward and to present to you. I referenced meetings I was on earlier today. One of them is regarding General Flynn. There's going to be an exciting conversation that will be shared between a veteran and General Flynn. Everyone is going to for sure want to hear this conversation. It's coming out May 5th, and we're just going to keep on going. We have people who are really getting the focus and the priority of attending to your needs and your concerns. And I'm here to listen to your priorities and your wants and your dreams and your hopes and what I can do for you. My phone number is 262-372-1754. Email me, Kurt, K-U-R-T, at projectdiehard.org. Back to you, Sue.
Awesome. Angeline, I'm going to go ahead and pass it your way if you want to share a word of hope for our veterans.
Don't give up. You're not alone. We're here with you. We always will be. You know, whatever it is that you're facing, we're here. We're working for you. We're on your side.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Angeline. Michael, I'm going to pass it your way.
I would say remember your inner strength, and if you're struggling, reach out, because reaching out is paramount in your mental health and your ability to just be strong in yourself.
Awesome. Thank you so much. What an amazing group we have here tonight. I can't thank you all enough for all that you do here for this mission, and for all those out there. God's not done with you yet. You got work to do. You've got a mission right here with us. Come on in, join us, talk to us, reach out. Let's see what we can do together. You can reach me real easy. Again, Susan at projectdiehard.org. You guys, we've got some exciting things coming up, and if you missed the beginning, you can go back and rewind, hit the highlights of the amazing pieces that are coming up in the very near future. So until next week, when you can get the next batch of updates, and there will be more every week. We are here Monday nights at 6:30 p.m. Central for Project Die Hard Mission Monday update. We can't thank you enough. Have a good night.